My name is Ira, and I wanted to talk about something that is just barely starting to actually happen for me. Just barely. And just barely starting. So, with gender dysphoria, yes, that's where I'm going to start. Gender dysphoria. With dysphoria, it's hard to describe. You hate yourself, the parts of yourself that you see, and, well, it's very, very difficult to love yourself. Very difficult. Incredibly difficult. However, that is what I want to talk about, to mention, to describe. Not that it's difficult to accept yourself, to love yourself, but that you can. Imagine me, Ira, if you will. Imagine how you think I look, or used to look, say, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, before I started really doing anything. Just your typical, average, very male looking, very male sounding person. I hated myself deeply. In so many levels and so many reasons. Over the months, it's gotten easier and also less easy. It's been a roller coaster. However, the dysphoria, the physical parts of things I hate most, the physically triggering, those things that you look in the mirror and you despise and hate, those have been reducing, slowly, but they have been reducing. A while ago, I decided to start taking estrogen. If I feel up to it, I want to have a video dedicated to talking about that decision. But the decision to start estrogen was not one that I came to slowly or lightly. I took a lot of thought and consideration before I did it. And I was pretty scared of what would happen because of it. What would happen to me? What about my relations with others? Well, to be honest, a lot of those fears did happen. I lost friends. The relationships I have with my family, it can never be the same that it was before. People don't look at me the same way anymore. It's been a while since I started that first dosage. It's been a decent while. But it hasn't always been positive, even since then. One of the first really big things that I can look back to is emotions. All of a sudden, emotions became so much more visible and evident in me. Before then, it had been literal years since I had cried. It's kind of embarrassing, but it was actually like literally years. A lot of years. But I did cry. I started crying. I started crying a lot. Over how much I hated myself. Over dysphoria. Over interactions with others. There are so many things to cry about, and I cried. And as time passed, I would only cry more often. However, slowly, some of those triggers and points of dysphoria faded. My voice, it's higher, softer. It's not like perfect, but it's better. It doesn't hurt to hear my own voice. It doesn't feel like the sound of fingernails on chalkboard. My voice sounds like me. I chose a new name, or rather, I started going by a new name. Ira. It was a pretty new name, but it's not just a name. It's me. It's me in a way that the name that I went by before wasn't. My old name, my dead name. That name is someone else. Someone different. But this name, Ira, that is my name. That is me. Not someone else. Me. Months passed. And more months. My hair would grow. My hair slowly grew. But also, as the months flew by, sometimes at a crawl, sometimes at a very quick step, I noticed other changes. I have pictures. Every once in a while, I will look through them. Before starting estrogen, during, and now. After a handful of months, I could see something was different. Not something I could identify, but something was different. The angles were softer. The hard stare was less cold. That face looked different somehow. Not in any way I could really pinpoint, or name, or list. But it was different. More months passed, and more months. And I would look in the mirror and see not a boy, not really a girl, but somewhere in between. But the important thing was not a boy. It didn't hurt to see myself in the mirror. It didn't hurt to hear my voice. It didn't hurt to hear my name. Slowly, those things that day after day, minute after minute, hour after hour, hurt. They would hurt less and less. People would talk to me. Hey, Ira. I would look in the mirror. I would hear my own voice speaking as I speak, almost like another person. And slowly, that person I used to be, him, became not me anymore, became him, the person I used to be. Over these months, I have hurt less. That pain that's carried with me for so many years, so many years, decades, it's faded. It's fading. No, it's not gone. I doubt it will ever truly be gone, but it is fading. Like I said, I can hear my own voice. I can listen to it. And I don't hate it. I like it. It's me. I can look at myself in the mirror and I don't hate the person staring back at me. The girl staring back at me. Sure, she's not perfect. She doesn't look gorgeous and cute and adorable and all the things I would like. But she's me. So much more me than the person that used to stare back in the mirror years ago. I am becoming me. Things are changing, and way back when, I was scared at starting estrogen of what it would change, of what I would lose, of what I would gain. But now, I can say it was one of the best decisions I've made in a long, long time. It let me accept myself. When you accept yourself, then you can start to work on things that you weren't able to do before. When you are drowning in self-hatred, it's very, very difficult to fix, to help yourself, to help anyone else, to try and do something that matters. When you're drowning, you have very few things on your mind other than how deep the water is. Struggling to breathe. I used to be drowning, and now I am not. Now, I'm slowly getting better. Treading water. Pretty recently, it's had another change. And I am starting to hurt less. Slowly. It's a process. It's a process that doesn't happen overnight, nor is it fast. It's slow. Very slow. Painfully slow. But it is happening. I am slowly accepting myself. One day, I believe, I trust that one day I will be able to truly love myself. I'll be able to look you in the eye and say, I love myself. To say it honestly, truthfully, truly. This is not that day, but that day is getting closer, much closer. So here's my advice. Do what you need to do to become more okay. Personally, everyone is different. What may have helped me may not help you. What may help you may not help me. And I'm not just talking about dysphoria. Traumas, anxieties, depressions. Those are just... that's a short list, a very short list. In truth, it's almost countless the number of mental issues that are out there. Not just in the DSM, but all of them. Everyone's individual case. Everyone is different. Everyone has been through different things. And so, what you need to do to be more okay, even if it's not what someone else needs, it's what you need. I would recommend that you do what you can to be more okay. Because once you are more okay, once that screaming, burning pain in the back of your head, that hatred, that sadness, that pain is gone, then you can do so much more. You can do so much. It's amazing. If it wasn't clear, let me explain the purpose of this recording, this video. It's to remind you that you are important. If you need to take estrogen to be okay, to love yourself, to be able to accept yourself, then go. Take it. Do it. If you need to talk to someone, to see someone, then do it. If you need friends, if you need to leave, if you need another job, if you need something to distract yourself, do what you need to be more okay. I don't understand those who would judge someone for doing what they can or what they must to be more okay. To me, I do not understand why someone would judge others for simply trying. But I do not judge. I will not judge you. At the very least, think about it. Think about my experience. Think about how much I've changed and how I'm, even though it's a slow process, I am slowly growing to accept myself, to like myself, maybe one day even to love myself. It may take some time, but I am trying. I hope you enjoyed this recording, and I hope it means something to you.